What is going on, folks? It's your boy Luke here, Untitled 100, coming at you with the very first episode of Q&Allstar. I said in episode 0 that these would come out Thursday. Obviously, it's Friday. I made a community post. I had an exam this morning. Went well, so I wanted to focus on studying for that, and then but from now on I think I'm going to try and do Thursday releases for that. Happy Juneteenth to my American viewers. I'm wearing my only red shirt in observance of that. Let's get into the question. I gotta say thank you to everybody who asked a question. I think I had like 16 questions for the first episode, so I'm gonna try and go through and answer all of them and try to not ramble on and make this a super long video, which I'm probably already doing right now, but that's alright. So keep them coming. I enjoy the questions. We got some good ones today, so y'all gotta try and top it for next week. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, and the very first question for Q&Allstar comes from the Purple Stud, and he asks, your name is Luke, but your channel name is Allstar 100, so the RM can't be your initials. What does the RM stand for? So, yes, my good friend, the Purple Stud, I said I wouldn't be very rambly, but I wanted this one to be the first question because I think he's a good dude and he makes funny videos, so I'm going to link him in the description below. Make sure you check him out. But so RM actually stands for the initials of the city that I grew up in suburban Chicago. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want you guys stalking me, but that's okay. And our next question is from Caleb Hall, who asks, what is your favorite Lego set ever made? So it's a Star Wars one, so kind of favorite Star Wars set too. I gotta go with the Lego Palpatine's Arrest from 2012. I think it's just a really great set, really awesome minifigures, and it kind of has some nostalgic value. I remember I was trying to get it on eBay, I think, for whatever reason. I think it might have been because it was retiring or something soon. And I just remember I got in so many bid wars trying to get it, and I eventually got it, and definitely one of my favorite Lego set, I gotta say. And our next question comes from Thorn Zoomstein, who asks, thoughts on Lego Minecraft and Mario? So I think Lego Mario is pretty interesting. Obviously they're trying something new, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously I would like to see minifigures of all the iconic Nintendo characters, which I'm sure we'll get eventually, but for right now they're trying something new, and obviously it sold really well. So it's not something I'm particularly interested in, but I think it's a cool new thing. And as far as Minecraft goes, the original little micro builds, I thought those were really awesome. I never picked any up. And in terms of Minecraft, I think the sets are all fun. It's a good game, obviously, very popular. And my favorite part about most of those stuffs are the minifigures, especially the minifigure packs. Next question from Zay A. Sorry, I hope I'm saying that right. But what sports are you into? So I really like baseball. White Sox. Let's go. Sox 2020 if the 2020 season happens. But I follow baseball, mostly just like the White Sox. Also I played, fun fact about me, I played cricket in high school, that's cricket if you didn't know. So I try to keep up with that a little bit. I follow the ICC, the International Cricket Conference, on Instagram and stuff, and I try and keep up, especially big events like the World Cup and stuff. So it's a sport I'm trying to get more into, but also I'll follow the NBA and NFL, not super religiously, but just enough to carry a conversation, I suppose. Diego Gonzalez asks, have you ever seen an episode of Ninjago? And if you have, which one? So I watched the first 2 seasons, I think. Alright, I just looked it up, and actually I only watched the first season of Ninjago up until the Great Devourer stuff. So I saw the whole first season and I enjoyed it, and I feel like I tried to follow along a little bit, but I don't know, I just never got super into it. Michael Doherty wants to know, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? So I guess I'm kind of basic. My favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Widely considered the best of the franchise, and I kind of fall into the camp that supports that belief. Get Bricked wants to know, who's your favorite Star Wars and Lego Star Wars character? So in Star Wars, I guess I gotta go with Kit Fisto. I think Again, kind of for nostalgic reasons. I have a Star Wars action figure of Kit Fisto, and that was like the first one I ever got. And I was into collecting action figures for a little bit. But yeah, so Kit Fisto is my favorite, especially like when they flesh him out, like in the Clone Wars. I think a lot of his arcs are pretty interesting. And yeah, they kind of did him dirty in Palpatine's arrest set, but it is what it is, I suppose. And Lego Star Wars characters, I'm going to assume you're talking about the video game, and I have not played the video game in a hot minute. I have the complete saga on Xbox. I've been meaning to like kind of replay that. But yeah, I guess my favorite character, probably Chewbacca. I think he's fun. He rips the stormtroopers' arms off, and when you put the helmet on him, it's all like lopsided. Good stuff. Brave Wombat wants to know, how do you feel about stud shooters? So, yeah, good question. I think stud shooters are okay. They had a good amount of playability. Remember when they first came out, like around 2014? I thought it was pretty interesting. But now they're kind of annoying. I have way too many. Obviously, they come in like every battle pack. You get like 4 of them. And yeah, so they were cool at first, and I'm sure they'd be fun for kids, but as like an AFOL, not really my thing. Silas Floyd wants to know, what's your favorite year for Lego? What year had the best sets, minifigs, etc.? So, kind of going off the top of my head here, not really, I looked it up a little bit, but I gotta say I'm gonna go Lego Star Wars, just because I don't know too much about a lot of other themes, but Lego Star Wars 2013, just kind of looking at the brick set page, they got some awesome sets here, like that was the Republic gunship, they had the ATTE, Mandalorian speeder, like the Rancor pit, Jet 14 stealth fighter, duel on Geonosis, so a lot of like episode 2, a little bit of episode 6 stuff, and I like episode 2, not my favorite, but the Ewok Village too, and the X-Wing UCS X-Wing. So solid year for Lego Star Wars, even though I didn't get like any of the sets that I just named, but I think they're cool. Ramses Cooper says, yes, he used the name I chose for the title, Q&Allstar 100. Yes, so in a live stream, I asked for recommendations, and I think Ramses was the one who came up with that name, so shout out to you, Ramses, thank you. If you passed your online school years, will you do your career? You study for and quit Lego videos on your channel, or will you keep doing these as a job? So, yes, I'm studying occupational therapy. It's kind of a field of healthcare, and so it kind of focuses on like physical health, as long as it's also trying to like implement fields of like mental health and stuff like that. So I might make a video about it. Honestly, I feel like some people could use the opportunity to learn about it, because it's not a super well-known, common field. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just doing online for the summer, just because the whole COVID thing. I do go to a school and a campus, and I study in person, and I will be going back in the fall. But yeah, once I graduate, I will practice occupational therapy. I would like to practice either in like a geriatric setting with like older people, or I'm kind of interested in working in the criminal justice system, kind of working with like people that are incarcerated and helping them like readjust to getting back into the world outside of jail. So yeah, as far as the Lego YouTube goes, I just do this for fun, and yeah, I'd like to keep it up as long as I can, so that's that. Cammy Boy XX asks, how's school? So yeah, like I said at the beginning, I had an exam today. It went pretty well. I got my results back on the first part, and good news, I passed. So there's another part that is yet to be graded, but yeah, it's hard. Really hard. This is like one of the hardest things I've ever done, I think, honestly. Like, the class itself is hard, and just like being at home, doing it online, I think that kind of adds a whole nother level of like difficulty, because like I'm not around anybody. I can't do like study groups. I can't go to the library and be in a place like for studying. So yeah, it's hard, but it's going well. Just finished week 5, so we're halfway done. Woohoo! All right, Shellshock YT wants to know, what's your favorite Lego Harry Potter set? So I gotta go with the 2018 Hogwarts Express. I'm looking at it right now, and that's just my favorite because I got it for my mom for Christmas, so that's why I like it. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I have a couple of the sets, but yeah, that one's got to be my favorite. DeBoss wants to know, what are you going to college for? Major, job, etc. So yeah, I kind of already answered that. Occupational therapy, and I'll probably make a video about it if anybody's interested. I don't know. But yeah, and kind of talked about my job there too. So thank you for your question. Jax wants to know, what's your opinion of Lego alikes? Mega Bloks, Constructs, Creo, etc. Very nice. So yeah, I actually like Mega Bloks. I do. I haven't bought some in a while, but I really like the Halo theme, I guess. And I used to like some of the older ones, like the Pirates and the Dragons. I kind of have a lot of Mega Bloks. Not as much Lego, but I do have a pretty sizable Mega Bloks collection. And who knows, one day maybe I'll grace you all with the opportunity to see it. As far as like Creo goes, I don't actually own any Creo. Never had any interest in it. I guess the Transformers kind of theme is cool. I think that's what they have. But other than that, yeah, not super interested in that. Seth Holiday says, not really a question, but I built all of the custom Lego lightsabers you made. Please make more. I'm a big fan. So yeah, I just wanted to shout that out and say thank you very much, Seth. I appreciate that. And I probably will make more eventually. I don't have any built right now, but you know what? The ideas are always coming. So stay tuned. All right, folks. And yeah, so my phone just cut out because I ran out of space. So probably a sign that I should wrap up this video. So our final question comes from Dutastic, and he wants to know, what is your favorite alternate build? So I'm assuming you're talking about the ones I've made, because I do that on the channel sometimes, if you weren't aware of that. And yeah, I'm going to keep it strictly alternate builds, because I have done some multi-builds, but favorite alternate build has to be my 20th anniversary clone Scout Walker. So yeah, I think turning that into like a Wookiee flyer kind of thing turned out really well, and I think definitely probably one of my strongest builds. So yeah, check that out. All right, that's it. Thank you again, everybody who left your questions. I really appreciate it. I think I got to all of them, so thank you. And yeah, hopefully this video didn't end up being too long. I'm gonna try and trim it up, of course. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. Yeah, if it was too long, or if there's any kind of improvements I can make. Maybe I should just focus on certain number of questions. I don't know. We're still figuring it out together. So any feedback as well as questions would be very appreciated down below. So yeah, for next week, if you want your question answered, leave a good one about Lego Star Wars, or really anything. It's fun to just talk. So hope you got to learn a little bit more about me, and I hope we can continue doing this. So yeah, and leave a like on the video so I know that this isn't a waste of time. But yeah, all right, that's it. As always, have a great day. We will see you next time. Peace.